Hello everybody and welcome back after a bit of a delay to Let's Play Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. The last time we completed the last of the challenging parks back in the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 section. And well, let's just say that after getting robbed of alpine stuff, mountainous stuff, uh, let's just say that things were a little bit heated in that sense. So, we come here to today's park, Trinity Islands, and it's where we begin the challenging parks from the OG game itself. And the premise is super simple. Several islands all across the map, as you can see here in the background, form bases for a brand new park, with most of the passive stuff being connected to the three main islands as you see there. The goal is basically a Force Frontiers if Force Frontiers was a multi-year map. Because you need to get 750 guests in your park by the end of the year free, whereas by comparison, Force Frontiers was 250 guests at the end of year one. So it's basically Force Frontiers just 3 times harder and on islands instead of the little forest clearing. And as usual, we have to keep our park rating at 600 or above in order to also win. But that's probably the easiest part, the park rating. The hard part is just getting the guests in that friggin' park. So let us begin the insanity. Today's ride selection is pretty limited for what you expect for the original game. A friggin' chairlift is all we have for our transport ride. A couple of gentle rides, although the car ride is halfway decent. We only get access to basically the cousin of the junior coaster, the classic mini coaster. Or we have the twist as the only thrill ride, a boat hire as the only water ride, and pretty much the most basic stalls known to mankind. So it's safe to say we get off to a very poor start. We get a very poor start in terms of ride selection. $35 cars, that just seems a little bit excessive, but hey, who am I to judge? This is gonna look so weird. 19 boats. I'm making the most ridiculous stuff. Landscaping. That's like one of my most favorite things to do in this game. And as you may have noticed, there's no information kiosks at the start, so we're just stuck here just twiddling our thumbs, which isn't great. Friggin' canoes, really? There's no loan interest, which is actually kind of weird. I don't think it can really actually fit 2 trains. And I might have been able to fit an extra train. But instead, I'll just make this train as long as it can. Canoes, of all things. Just friggin' canoes. Well, at least the stats aren't complete garbage when you make it do extra rotations. Well, they're still bad, they're just not as bad as before. We're up to 100 guests in just a little over a month. Not the worst start ever. It literally takes over 2.5 minutes. Are you freaking kidding me? This is at least the excitement rating isn't complete garbage. Oh, there is loan interest. It's just not showing up for some reason. Oh, isn't that just confusing? Damn, these guys come in loaded. I guess I want her charging at least a little bit for the emission. Just trying to make the most of what we got. At least now the islands are nice and connected. I guess it's gonna be another night for the friggin' boat hire. Oh no, the log flume. That's actually perfect. Okay, I need to get more people on this friggin' boat ride because this is just sad. There we go, a nice little centerpiece in between all the islands. Okay, that was the stupidest way I could have handled that. Why did I build it out like this? Give us all the boats. There we go. Why did I try to build it out up and out under the bridge and everything? Just do the short way. I was clicking on it so many times you would think I was trying to just smash with a friggin' sledgehammer or something. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Isometric nonsense. Do we even have enough space for 2 trains? Kind of. Okay, so I don't need to click that option because the trains do have enough time to slow down without fucking crashing. There we go. That way at least people have more than one way to get from one island to the next. A little bit of interconnectivity in between, so that way the car ride actually has a little bit more excitableness to it. Okay, yeah, we're probably gonna have to hire a couple more mechanics just to keep on top of things. Oh no, not the mini suspended coaster. If I know anything about this game, and I bet many of you know that too, but the mini suspended coaster is the worst coaster type in the game. And we're getting it in the third thing to be researched. I mean, I'll always put one down just for courtesy's sake, but this coaster type sucks. How bad does it suck? Well, you'll get to see in just a minute here. The number one thing about the mini suspended coaster is that it has single car trains, which means not only does it lose a lot of weight, a lot of speed quickly, but it does so at such an astronomically bad speed. You would think that it's trying to outrace a snail in terms of being just outright garbage. And I don't mean any offense to snails, but this is just bad. Just bad. And the soft gas cap's not even just barely past halfway to where we need it to be. Because the ride selection in this scenario sucks. Well, fuck me. And screw you too, Chris Sawyer. Only a $20,000 maximum loan? Are you goddamn serious? Oh, great, gentle ride. Like that's gonna help our issues. A Ferris wheel! A Ferris wheel! I mean, to be fair to the Ferris wheel, it's not the worst. It's not the worst ride in the game, but it's not exactly what I need right now. Then we could do the same amount of rotations as the twist, so that way there's at least something. Oh, it's not great. What is it gonna give us? Oh, now you give me the information kiosk. Now you give me the kiosk. Now. Frickin' now. Ah, this game. I love the Roller Coaster Tycoon series, but sometimes it's not immune to making me just a little bit unhappy at times. At least now people can actually get their friggin' maps and everything, just saying, hey, we got to know where the fuck we're going! I shouldn't be getting pissed off. This scenario isn't even that hard, it's just the fact of the matter. That's just like we're gonna make sure that this is the first really challenging scenario. It's not bullshitly difficult or anything, it's just a little bit aggravating. In fact, you could argue the only difficult thing is the fact that you basically have pretty much next to no dry land to work with, which in itself is kind of annoying. The power of advertising. As we approach mid-August, we will be at our goal. Spiral slide, really? And that is Trinity Islands. First scenario, which is challenging in Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. Not only because of a bad ride selection, but because, well, look at it. You have pretty much next to no dry land to work with. And even if there is, it's off the edges of the screen, which, yeah, that's not very convenient to work with. But that is going to be that. Like I said, as I've said a few times, this scenario isn't particularly hard. It's just really, really, really finicky because you have next to no dry land. You have a ride selection that will make the veterans want to cry. And let's just face it, this scenario isn't exactly the best, but it's far, far, far from the worst. But that will conclude today's episode of Let's Play OpenRCT2 Tycoon 2. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell as well, so that way you can stay up to date on any upcoming videos such as this one. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on Wednesday when AMR Paz resumes his path to glory. Until then, ciao.